In this video, we are going to learn about array filter in JavaScript. So this filter method is a very important concept in JavaScript, guys. Basically, this filter will check each element from the array based on particular condition. Okay, if it satisfied the condition means it will return the those element in the array. Okay, else it will return the empty array. Okay, I will write. So if it's matched the condition means return those element in the array. Okay, if not matched means return empty array. Okay, so finally this filter will always return one array. Okay, so it will not return undefined, so it will return the one array. Okay, after that syntax is similar to our map method. We need to pass the filter method first, then we need to pass the callback function. So this callback function will execute for each element. Okay, so this callback function will accept three things: element, index, then array. So similar to our map function. Okay, so map for each, you can see similarly it will accept the three things. Okay, you can see for each also accept the three things. So these things are applied to each element. This callback function is applied to each element in the array. Okay, similarly filter also have callback function. This callback function is applied to each element in the array. Okay, for now I'm going to create one variable for my filter function. So I'm creating numbers as a variable. This is an array. Okay, this is going to have numbers. Okay, numbers up to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So okay, now I created numbers array with 1 to 10. Now I'm going to console my numbers array. Okay, because we need to check our parent array is updating or not. Okay, for the purpose I'm going to add console. So numbers array is printing here. Now I am going to apply my filter logic. Okay, so for that I need to call my numbers array. So this is our parent array, right? So here I am going to attach my filter method. Okay, filter. So this function, so parenthesis added. Here you can see here also VS Code will giving the suggestion. Okay, it will accept the three things: one is value, then index, third one is array. Okay, so now we are having the number, so it's showing the number. Okay, okay, so now we are going to create the three things. I mean, we are going to create the callback function inside that filter method. Okay, so for now I am using arrow function. Okay, if you are not familiar on the arrow function means you can check my arrow function video so you can understand it better. So here we created the arrow function. Inside that we can pass the three things as an argument, right? So element, index and array. So I'm passing the three things: element, index, array. Okay, similar to our map method, this element will give the each element on the array. For example, first time this element will be 1, second time this element value will be 2, third time element value will be 3, fourth time 4. So for each element this callback function will execute. So those elements are passed as an argument to this callback function. Okay, then this index will give the position of the element. Okay, so first time it's a zeroth index, second time it's the first index, third time it's a second index, like that this one will give. Okay, third one is array. Array means this parent array it will return. Okay, so here in this callback function we know in these three things. Okay, so this index and arrays are optional one, so now I'm just removing this, but this element is a mandatory one. Okay, we need to pass. Okay, inside that I am going to add my filter logic. Okay, so now I need to filter the odd numbers only. Okay, so here we have odd and even numbers, but I need to filter the odd numbers from this array. Okay, so for that element I am going to apply my odd number checking logic here. Okay, element modulo 2 equal to 1. Okay, so if I click save, you can see nothing is printed because we need to console this. If so, for that I am going to store this filter into one variable. So my variable name is odd numbers. So this is my variable name. So inside this variable we are going to store this filter. Okay, so now I am going to add console.log to my odd numbers. Saved, you can see it is returning the odd numbers only, 13579. So 13579. So this odd number only returning because it is filtering the odd numbers only, so it will return the odd numbers only. Okay, okay, similarly next I'm going to filter even numbers only. Okay, so for that I'm going to store this in even numbers variable, even numbers. So here I am going to attach my filter method again, numbers dot filter. So this is a function, then arrow function. I'm passing element as an argument, then I created the arrow function. Okay, so here I am going to implement my even number checking logic. Okay, so I am using element, then all to equal to 0. Okay, now I am going to print my even numbers also. So save and see even numbers only it's printing. Okay, so these conditions are basic operators, guys. You need to learn operators first, then you can apply your logic accordingly. Okay, so this is very important. So if you are not familiar on this, means you can check my previous video, comparison operator and this model operators, those things you can check my previous video, so you can understand this better. So now it's returning the even numbers only. You can see parent array is not updating. Similarly, if I want to filter the numbers greater than 5, means I will show you one more scenario. Okay, now I need to filter the numbers greater than 5. Okay, so for that I'm going to create one more variable. Variable name is called number greater than 5. So here I am going to store the numbers greater than 5. Okay, so I am going to call my numbers array. So here I am going to add my filter method. Okay, then I am going to add my callback function. So here I am passing element as an argument, and my callback function is created. Inside that I am going to check the number greater than 5. Okay, so for that I am using my element. So first time this will give 1, second time it will give 2, third time it will give 3. Okay, so up to 10 times this callback function will work. So here the number is 1, so 1 is greater than 5 or not, like that it will check. If it satisfy the condition, means it will return the particular element to the array. Okay, if it's false, means it will not add those element into the array, it will return the empty array. So this is a basic logic. Okay, so numbers element, and we implemented the checking condition also. So now I am going to log this one, number greater than 5, and save. You can see from 6 to 10 it is printing. Okay, so it will check the number is greater than 5 or not. Okay, if it's greater than 5, means it will return that element into the array, else it will not return that element into the array. Okay, so here you can see those conditions, I mean those results you can see. So similarly you can add your any type of logic inside this filter method, so it will return those element only. Okay, so before learning this filter method, you should aware of this basic operators. Okay, what model operator will do, then this comparison operator, and this these operators are very important concept. After that you can easily implement this filter method. Okay, so for the operators you can check our previous video, so you can learn it. Okay, I hope you understand this. If you have any feedback or suggestion, feel free to post it in the comments below, so you can learn from it. Thank you.